الحمد لله الصلاة والسلام على رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم تسليما كثيرا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. My dear respected brothers, the Prophet ﷺ mentioned serious act, that if this act was failed of yours, you would fail in every action. And the Prophet said also, if you pass in this action, you will pass in every action after it. What is that action? That action is the salah. The key to Jannah is the salah. There's a hadith where the Prophet said, if you saw a man who had a river outside of his home and he was to bath in it 5 times a day, he asked the Sahabas, would you see any dirt on them? And the Sahabas said no. He said, this is like the 5 salah, if it wipes away all sins. Today in our era and time, Musa alayhi salam knew about the salah more better than the Prophet Muhammad himself. And this is when we're talking about when he had travelled to the 7 heavens, when he met Musa, and Musa was talking about the salah was 50, and Musa said, go back to your Lord, tell him it's too much. I know the people, they won't do it. And they kept going forward and backward until he got to 5. And pay attention to what Musa said to Rasulullah even when it was 5. Go back to your Lord, I know the people, they will not be able to handle it. Subhanallah, even 5 salah, Musa knew it. And subhanallah, today he's correct. There's people that can't even pray their 5 salah a day. Each salah takes 5 minutes. 5 minutes, that's 25 minutes out of your 24 hours in a day that you can't perfect towards Allah. You know, also hadith is about your success in Jannah. Allah Azza wa Jalla says even in the Adhan, Hayya ala salah, hayya ala falah, come to prayer, come to success. Even in a narration of a hadith, the Prophet said, whoever wakes up, makes wudu, prays his 5 times a day with perfection, even in the ruku, sujood, and he prays them with full khushu', the Prophet said he has a guarantee oath by Allah Azza wa Jal, he will enter the paradise. But for the one who doesn't, there's no guarantee that Allah will give him the paradise. Subhanallah. This makes you understand how serious the salah is. But salah also wipes away sins, my brothers and sisters. That's why we do the salah, so that we closer to Allah Azza wa Jal. You know, there's a hadith where the Prophet said that a man carries his sins on his back, and the moment he goes into ruku', the sins fall off. Subhanallah. And listen to this hadith. Once there was a man who committed zina. He committed zina, and at the time of the Rasulullah, it means stoned to death. So they would stone him to death. But he was so scared that he didn't want to go through that. So every day he kept thinking to himself, what shall I do? What shall I do? He cried and so forth. So what happened then? He had to come clean. So he went straight to the Masjid Nabi, and he sat next to the Prophet ﷺ, and he was in tears and emotion. And he looked at Rasulullah, and he was about to say, Ya Rasulullah, I committed. And Rasulullah put his fingers to his mouth and said, shh, let's pray first. So they prayed Salat al-Duha. And while they were praying, as he went up and said, Sami Allah liman hamida, only Allah listens to those who pray. The guy cried even more, and he cried out, Rabbana wa lakal hamd, all praise are due to Allah. And he would keep saying, Astaghfirullah in the salah. And then when the end of the salah came, Rasulullah turned and said, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, and the other man turned and said salam. But when he turned this side, he saw Rasul's face turn away from him, so he cried even more. And then he turned around after Rasulullah and said, Ya Rasulullah, I need to tell you something. And then Rasulullah turned around and said, do you know what we just did? He said, no. He goes, yeah, we prayed salah. He goes, then know that Allah Azza wa Jalla has forgiven you. Allahu Akbar. Subhanallah. So my dear respected brothers and sisters, salah must be done on time and efficiently. And for those who are listening, remember this: if you don't pray your salah, you face a great deal on the Day of Judgment when your book is looked into. Like Rasulullah said, if your salah has not passed in that day, you will fail in all actions, and if you pass that day, you will pass in all actions. So it's really up to you to tell you whether you believe in Allah and your Rasul. You'll know in your heart. Allah Azza wa Jalla says in the Quran, Wallahu alimun bidayat as-sudur, Allah knows what's in the hearts of men. Wal akhirah da'wana walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.